India's rise restrictions could fuel food price inflation. India's move to restrict exports of certain types of rice could help exacerbate food price inflation and should be reversed, International Monetary Fund chief economist Pierre-Olivier Gourinchas said on Tuesday. Gourinchas told a news conference that India's restriction would have a similar effect of the suspension of the Ukraine Black Sea grain export deal, helping to drive up prices in the other countries. He added that global grain prices could rise anywhere from 10 to 15% this year. In the current environment, these types of restrictions are likely to increase the food prices elsewhere in the world, and they could also lead to retaliatory measures. We would like to encourage the removal of these types of export restrictions because they can be harmful globally. The same situation is being faced in the Ukraine region, where the Black Sea grain deal has been hit by other issues. Russia has decided to pull out of the deal, and now a lot of food grains is stuck at various ports. Ukraine is also unable to send out all the cargo, though they are sending out some of them. But because a lot of the cargo, the food grains, have stayed back at the ports, again there is a deficit of food grains, especially in the North African countries and also in Asia. Now, if India decides to stop exporting certain varieties of rice in those countries which are heavily dependent on India, this again could have the same effect as the Black Sea grain deal is having, and there would be a further rise in food prices, food commodities. First, it was the Black Sea grain, food grain deal, which led to deficit of a shortage of grains, food grains, oil, which are exported from Ukraine and Russia. Now, India has started putting restrictions on selling or exporting a lot of different types of rices that it produces. Now, if they continue with such restrictions, the price of not just rice but other related food items, other related food commodities would also rise, and experts have said that it could be, the price could rise anywhere between 10 to 15%. Now, if this continues, if other countries again decide to put on restrictions on their food commodity export for some reason or the other, 2023 will be one of the worst years to witness a global food crisis. All the countries who are deciding on such restrictions should think of the consequences first before they do this, and India is definitely one of them who should review the restrictions and see what they can do and how much they can export to make things smoother for those countries which are heavily dependent on India. Stay updated.